Hello, and welcome to another scene in World Darkness in Dublin. There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay. So I had an idea how to start this scene, but I'm gonna finagle it a bit. We're gonna finagle.
Nagel,
Finagling. Finagling.
nagel.
Yes. So Centennial has noticed for the past couple of days that his little the gas that just kind of chills around his house has been leaving every day at the exact same time. When they return about a couple hours later, it always varies. Sometimes she will return an hour or two later, sometimes she returns 5 or 6 hours later. She always seems rather tired, and there are a few speckles of blood on her clothing, which is very odd considering she makes it a point to always stay, immaculately clean of blood to have her clothes clean.
Hmm. Um, hmm. Tintagel is probably just going to do Tintagel, and he's just going to ask, where does she go?
She will just very casually, it's not very casual at all. She's actually rather curt. So she will curtly reply that she goes to the Goblin Market.
He will inquire as to why.
There are things there that I must attend to.
Hmm. Is the location of the Goblin Market public knowledge, or is it not?
Usually it's not, mainly because House Beaumain is a thing.
Fuck House Bowman.
Kind of. It's like a preppy jock house next to
Isn't
Green
there isn't
Mountain.
there like High Lord also like batshit insane?
A lot of High Lords are batshit insane. The only High Lord that's pretty cool, though, is the one from Danan, because he's actually an Eshu, and he's rumored to be like, I can't remember what it is exactly, but like one of the original Fae who's like immortal and shit. He's kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Tintagel has to stretch his legs. This is his entire reasoning for going. He also wishes to see the wares of the Goblin Market, so he will ask to be taken.
She'll just kind of look at him and say, Are you sure about that?
Yes.
It is rather unpleasant.
Hmm.
I would also suggest wearing something to cover up your ears and not going in there in full she glory.
That is entirely understandable. We will dress for the part.
I'm actually kind of curious what you think dressing for the part is now, so I'll stay here and wait and see.
Beg your pardon?
They pretty much just said I'm curious to see what you think dressing for the occasion is, so I'm just gonna stand here and wait until you get back to see how you dress.
He will contemplate that for a few moments before he will go upstairs.
Now, what is the fashionista she diva going to dress?
I think I have a picture for it. Yes, this is totally what Tintagel would wear.
Oh boy. And slightly affearded now.
There we go. He knows the kind of place he's going to.
gonna look at him. She's gonna look him up and down, completely like blank face, quiet, everything. And she's gonna go into an adjacent room, and through the wall, he can hear her laughing. A few minutes later, she will walk back. She has returned to her usual stoic demeanor. She'll just kind of nod and say, "Okay, you've made yourself even more noticeable now, but it will do. Let's go."
Catherine, we're going on an adventure.
The gas is taken like one step out the door, and then she'll stop when she hears that Catherine is coming along, and she'll just gonna turn to Taj, just kind of mouth the words, "Are you certain?"
Yes.
From the
If it all goes sideways, I can just unleash my problems away.
I can't stand you. Can't stand you. Cannot. From the bowels of the castle, you hear this ungodly screech of, "We're going on an adventure!"
Yes.
The castle itself will very gently start to thump, 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 as if a giant is walking through as Catherine runs through the house, out of the forge, and to the front door.
Tintagel will very calmly walk over, and kind of gesture for Catherine to bend down, because she's like a foot and a half taller than he is.
She will.
He's going to put her helmet on and click it into place. There we go.
She will stand up, just kind of nod. She was working in the forge, so she's not really wearing any of her armor or anything like that. He didn't know where we were going, so she just kind of ran up before he left without her, because she is just a troll.
So seriously.
Um,
Tintagel contemplates bringing a packed lunch, but then decides against it.
the gas will just kind of mutter, "Do you know?" Okay. Okay.
I'm going to switch back to my picture of Tintagel, because I don't actually like that picture very much. There we go.
Fair enough. So, the gas, without another word, will head on out, leading you guys into the forest towards the Goblin Market. Now, unlike the Changeling Market, where it is out in the open and people can, clearly see it from off in the distance, and it's usually very bright and cheery, the Goblin Market is what many would consider the antithesis of that. She leads you not into the forest or to a grove of trees, but to a small, abandoned house. Not really a house, but it's more a cabin. It looks old and rotted, and frankly, that it would fall over at the gentlest breeze. And she'll open the door, and inside it's as one would expect. The furniture in there is old, rotted away, and broken. It smells like mold. She'll walk to a corner and just kind of kick off the old threadbare rug, and underneath is a trap door. She will open it, and instead of a ladder, it's actually a staircase that's descending down.
Tintagel will follow the gas down.
And the group will continue. The walls are, because it's clearly a cave, the walls are made of stone. and there is luminescent moss and mold growing on the walls. Some of it will shine a faint blue, others strobing various colors. There's a deep red, but it doesn't bathe the cave in light. Instead, it's just faint enough to where you can see ahead, but that is all. As he heads deeper inside, being led by the gas, the noises of the market slowly began to be heard. Slowly start to be heard. There we go. I can English slightly. It's a bunch of nonsense at this point, but it just sounds like any other market. There's voices raised, there's voices lowered, people obviously trying to sell their wares. And then we'll stop at another door. This one's thick, clearly made of steel or some type of sturdy metal. And she will knock on the door 3 times. In an almost comical way, a little sliding hatch will open in the door as 2 bloodshot eyes peek out. The guest will lean in and mutter something, more than likely a code word to get in. And then the door guard will stop, kind of look behind her at the 2 guests that she has taken with her. And he'll just say, "And who are they?" She'll grumble something about how they're guests, or if they act up, people to be sold. He'll nod, slide the door hatch shut, and then open the door itself. And that is when the smell hits. This is a large congregation of people that come here to and fro, selling who knows what type of thing. It smells like the unholy mixture of sweat, blood, tears, and other unpleasant bodily fluids and excrement. All at once. And because there's no real way to ventilate this massive chamber, it just wafts down towards Tintagel and Co.
Ugh.
She'll sort of chuckle and then motion for you guys to follow her inside. And inside, there's much more lighting here. It's still not as great as sunlight, but there are lanterns hanging up that bathe everything in this kind of orangey glow. This is pretty much an underground city. There are grimy looking inns. There's, cloths and little banners hanging overhead, though nothing is really bright. It's all very faded and worn colors of gray and brown and red and black. There are all sorts of the lane simply milling about. There's ghasts, there's massive shadowy creatures, and all sorts of other things, beasties, things, creatures that Tintagel's probably only heard about, given his, what he's read on the Thelane, and even that was written by, a Kithane. So who knows if they got it right or not. No one seems to be paying them any mind. So she will take the group to a small corner and just kind of look at Tintagel and say, "Was there anything you really wanted to do, or did you just want to see it?"
Why is it that you've been coming here?
I am a Thelane. This is how I get my wares. It isn't exactly like I can go into the changeling market that you have. Plus, I have some work that happens here as well. Another thing. This might be the Goblin Market, and you might think it's nothing, but it is best to not start any fights here, okay?
Why?
I'm not going to say that anyone's going to particularly care, per se. It's more so that if they figure out you're a she, things are going to get weird. Because your types aren't really liked around here. Because with a she comes a house, and we all know of House Beaumain.
Yes, they ruin all the good parties.
Of that, I have no doubt. Oh, we have a Marcus. Is he there? He is muted. Da-na-na-na.
I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
You okay?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep, I'm good. Just good game. Yep.
Okay. To get you there, Minuet probably sent Kincaid a text message, just kind of in short words. The text message, all it says is very simply, I had foreseen something. I'm pretty sure it's happening. Short and long of it, hashtag titty angel doing dumb shit. I think he's going off into like a market of some kind. Considering there's only like 2 markets around here, one of the and the black market, but we're not going to get onto the black market because the black market is pretty much the Goblin Market. It's a section of the Goblin Market. It's probably definitely not the Changeling Market because it smelled atrocious, which means it's probably the Goblin Market, aka the Thalane Market, aka the Thalane and other unpleasant things. This is probably just a really long text message just to tell you you should probably go check it out. If you want. I'm not going to force you. You could buy some cool stuff at the Thalane Market. I'm not, saying go buy stuff at the Thalane Market, though. But they're a lot more lax than Changeling Market.
He replies, this is the last time you send me a message concerning that individual.
He will get back. Is that a challenge?
Accept it or don't.
Fair enough. What's got your panties in a twist concerning this individual?
I may reevaluate things.
Fair. Does this have that thing to do with the whole Karina duel?
Yes, legs, it does.
Okay. Well, in other news, then you could hire somebody to kill him in the Thalane Market, or you could just kill him in the Thalane Market, and I'm pretty sure they just sell the body parts. Then again, that's in the dreaming, and when a person dies in the dreaming, did you know when somebody dies in the dreaming just kind of takes the body and shoots it on the nearest path of Baylor? Pretty cool.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay. Well, it's up to you if you want to go or not. If you do, I know the password. And you don't know how, but she manages to make a finger, the finger gun emojis.
Yeah, He will definitely go. He'll tell Cece that he's going and that she's not coming with him.
In her little high-pitched voice, when she's told that she can't go somewhere, she'll just say, bet.
I won the last bet.
You won the last bet, but you're not going to win this bet because I'm going to go. Just because you told me not to go.
Okay. Put your armor on before we go.
Wait, armor? Why do I have to wear armor? Where are we even going? I should have probably started off with that question.
We're going to the Goblin Market, Cece.
Oh! I hear Spriggans are there. I don't really like Spriggans.
Yeah. You want to stay?
No! I want to go punch a Spriggan!
Not punching anyone!
Why can't I punch anybody?
I gather my minions. Does whatever show up and want to go?
Whatever has perched herself very happily on Kincaid's head.
She's big as my head.
Yes. She actually can't fit. She can't actually like curl up or anything, so she's just kind of like her abdomen and I think it's called the thorax or whatever. They're just kind of like laying on Kincaid's head, and her arms are just dangling down, so it looks like this weird hat.
You are not a little spider anymore. Whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, hops in the vehicle and he takes everyone that's going and he goes down to the Goblin Market looking for the bright, shining master of disaster that is Titty Angel.
I'm sorry. As Kincaid was heading there, Minuet would have told him the password, which is peanut butter today. No one really knows why it's peanut butter, but that's what it is today. And that it's not like the Changeling Market, but instead he has to go into an old cabin kind of situated out in the middle of nowhere. And in that cabin, there's a trapdoor. Head down the trapdoor, and that'll lead you into the Changeling Market. Including whatever and one other spider decided to go, and CC just kind of hopped in the car.
He can't not go. He's gonna go, but like I say, peanut butter.
Okay. The guardsman, the door guard, will just kind of give Kincaid an odd look. Red caps aren't really too uncommon in the Thalane market, given their red caps. But then his eyes kind of go down to the pixie, and then to the two chimerical spiders, one of which is still chilling on Kincaid's head. And the door guardsman is very easily confused. He's an ogre, much is very clear. And he'll just kind of say, "And what business have you?"
Mine.
If it's yours, why is there a pixie with you?
Mine too.
Then why is she not bound? Have you trained her?
That kind of mine.
What?
Gonna let me in or not?
Okay. You said peanut butter. And the door will open, and an atrocious smell will hit Kincaid's nose. actually, to Kincaid, it's probably not all that bad. Oh, I don't know. It's a pretty bad smell. It's the unholy mix of sweat, blood, tears, and then other human fluids and excrement, which were not really able to get rid of, considering this is an underground city. There's not much in the ways of ventilation. It smells just disgusting. This was clearly carved out of stone. All of the buildings are stone pretty much. There's a couple wooden ones that were built, but those have been here for so long that they're starting to fall apart. The colors are very drab. Everything's faded, gray, and browns, and blacks. A few reds, though it's really hard to tell how bright they once were. There are lanterns everywhere that emit a dim orange glow. Not really dim as in they aren't bright, but just... Okay, I'm not sure if it's only happens down here, but have you ever gone outside and everything is just bathed in different colors of orange? And it's like that dim orange is like the sun's going down as it kind of shoots through the smog.
That has never happened to me. It sounds creepy.
Oh, I guess it's just here then, because that's happened a couple times, and it was really creepy because there weren't any, like, colors. Everything was, like, this weird orange. But that's pretty much what's going on here, because there's only orange lanterns, because it's an underground city. And off to the side, kind of being spoken to by the gas, which funny enough is a cousin to Redcaps, is Titty Angel and a troll and a ghast.
He will roll up on Titty Angel, like just roll up on him.
Titty Angel has somebody roll up on him. What does he do?
I don't know what rolling up on someone is.
I will approach him in a confident manner.
Okay. Tintagel kind of he's his normal kind of he's not wearing like his normal clothes or his normal colors, etc. But he will turn and he will incline his head in recognition because he knows who Kincaid is, and he'll say, from under the mask or helmet that he's wearing, interesting. He will say, "Interesting to see you here."
Not really. Let me wait a second.
That woman.
Says you're stupid.
I beg your pardon?
What you
I
say,
didn't
Marcus?
actually know Marcus.
Hey, he says you're here to do something stupid.
No, not that I know of.
Well, this is my last favor for you. I'm going to go with you.
He will quirk an eyebrow, and he'll say, "What do you mean by last favor?
Last favor. I'm not gonna do what I used to do with you and Kareem.
Why?"
Because one second, oh, it's on.
Kim, did you know what I'm reminded of all of a sudden because we're surrounded by Thalain?
What?
Upsies. Yes, Bobs.
I have plans! They're lovely!
He says, "You guys said a long time ago that there was going to come a time when what you were and what was going to be a thing, going to become a problem. I think that time is now."
Wait, did you say we said that there would come a time, or what?
Yes, he did. He says, and you were right. This is that time.
He will say, I'm just thinking, how will he answer that? He will say, you know what? Yeah, no, fuck it. He'll kind of quirk his head to the side, contemplating for a few seconds, and he'll say, why?
You said we was friends. Friends don't do what y'all two are doing.
Friends don't do what? I beg your pardon?
Friends don't do what you two are doing.
What do you mean, what we're doing?
Doesn't matter.
No, as a matter of fact, it does.
I put friendship above all this stuff. When you're in the Corby, you're friends before basically everything else.
Kincaid, let me tell you something. Before I continue on what is no doubt going to amalgam into another clusterfuck, because Lady Minuet hath spoken, and she has that odd ability of having spoken and things that she speaketh coming true. It's an odd habit. He will say, I valued Lady Karina Stormfury's friendship, as I value your friendship. Now, but then again, you have to think of it like this. He contemplates his next words and he says, what happens in a... By the way, is the word Corby or Corbury?
Corby.
Corby. He will say, what happens in a Corby if one member, who you say are friends, endangers the life of the entirety of the rest of the Corby through their own selfishness or stupidity?
That don't happen in a Corby.
I'm sure that in the history of your kith, it must have happened.
If somebody screwed up that bad, we'd beat the crap out of them, and then maybe eat them.
Exactly. If you think of this kingdom as a Corby, which is not a bad analogy, actually, that is what Lady Karina did, and that is what I am doing.
In your opinion.
Do you disagree with me?
I disagree with you all the time.
Yes, but you also provide a grounding element. So, in what way am I wrong? In what way am I mistaken?
No, you ain't mistaken. You're just being a she. You can't stop what you are. You ain't never been human, so you don't get human stuff.
Ultimately, Kincaid, you and I have literally looked into the eyes of death together, and we have seen what comes out.
Yes, and once was down the barrel of your own pistols because I was in your way.
Was this when you were having that argument with the troll?
That argument that you didn't get? Yeah, that one.
In all honesty, I could make many excuses for that. I could say many things. I'm not going to. Shall we say that in that particular instance, on that particular evening, emotions were high? And yes.
With the emotions you have.
Oh, we have them. We just tend not to show them very often. Kincaid, as I've said, I'm not sure what we have as people, or what we had, if you are drawing it to a close with myself and Lady Stormfury. That is your prerogative. However, he contemplates. I made it so when I had to speak to certain individuals when it came time for certain punishments to be handed out that you were protected because you did the noble thing. You may hate the concept of nobility. You may dislike the names and the titles. Many red caps do. Except for that one lick boot. What's his name? Byron?
He ain't my club. I don't blame him.
That's fair. Well, he is a lick boot who decided to kowtow. I respect the red caps because they wish to be independent. I respect their initiative. I think that it is admirable. They wish to live in their own way. I say let them. That is their business. But the fact of the matter is, when you boil it all away, and when it all gets rendered down to basics, what you have to understand, and what I think that, when it's all rendered down to basics, you were willing to strike down that, Kim, what's the name of the Baelor messenger?
Baron Atharius.
You were willing to strike down Baron Atharius, an action that was noble, and you were prevented from your noble action via a peer of the realm. And you kept to not striking him. You followed... I'm not going to say you followed her orders, because you're not the kind of man who follows orders in that way. You abated to her request.
A friend of mine asked me to not punch somebody in the face. I listened to a friend of mine. Another friend of mine told me that came in and decided that other friend of mine was a dumbass and decided that he wants to escalate shit to a real level where we're going to try and kill each other.
Is that what you think? You think that myself and Lady Stormfury are going to kill each other? No.
I think that is not. I think there's people that would really like for you to, yeah. And I think you're playing right into their hands.
I have no doubt. At the moment, we are in a state of war. Blood will be spilled. However...
This ain't a war.
Hmm?
This ain't no war.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Because it don't matter yet. When it matters, it'll be a war.
He will say, I see. I'm relatively certain that to the families of the slain in Dundalk it matters.
Nope. Those people don't matter neither.
Why?
Because they don't. Not for reals. Somebody real dies, it'll be a war.
As I've said, you acted with more nobility that evening than those who have high titles.
I acted out of friendship, which is what I always act out of.
And you act as though friendship is not a noble sentiment.
Yeah, it's not. Because anything with nobility at the end of it is full of shit. Always has been, always will be.
Is Lady Minuet not a noble?
Lady Minuet's a special case.
Is she?
Always has been, always will be.
Why?
Yes, she is.
Because you are smitten with her charms?
No. Because what you took away from them gives them power.
Perhaps. Remember, I am not as adept in the art of prophecy as Lady Minuet. However, I issue you, Kincaid, this warning. Lady Minuet is still a she.
Lady Minuet's my friend.
What was that? Sorry, Marcus couldn't quite hear you.
Lady Minuet's my friend.
He'll nod and he will say, "After this little endeavor, you may consider our friendship dissolved if you wish. However, know that I do not consider it so, and should you need me, you may call. You may feel free to call on me, and I will return the favor."
To dissolve my friendship or to answer me?
I will answer if summoned, because I will still consider you my friend when this is done.
He is the implacable Redcap, like stone face killer, just looking at you, just waiting for you to do the next thing that you're gonna do.
That's fine. Tintagel said pretty much what he wanted to say. Hashtag, we had our moment, Marcus. We had our moment.
The moment is over. It is past.
It has passed. It was fleeting, like a fart upon the wind. Anyway. So yes, Kim, you asked what he wants to see. Huh. Oh, I have a theory. Interesting idea. Kim, there's a slave market here, isn't there?
Oh, yes.
Let's go to the slave market.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Which he has a theory. I wouldn't be at all surprised if certain individuals who may have been disappeared from Dundalk and other places may have ended up here. What's that, Marcus?
My wife is looking at me with hatred eyes. She hates everything. Yes, Amy. We're in creative slaves.
Why does she? I mean, if it helps, Marcus, I'll call you Khaleesi if you want.
They do. I don't get it.
So yes, Kim, let's go down to the slave market.
Where she wanted to go in. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, hold on. So, you guys will begin the trek down deeper into the market. There are many selling various objects. Some selling cold iron knives, which are known to be legal, and other are illegal, and other types of cold iron weaponry that are there. People selling clothes. There's someone shouting about fresh organs, half priced for guests, normal price for everyone else. There's also libraries, people selling books, people selling various types of trinkets. Pretty much, if you can think about it, or if you can think of it, it's probably here in one way, shape, or another, or somebody knows how to get it. There's some of the buildings that are past are filled with books. One of them looks even like a bank, almost a semblance of a bank. There are puddles of hopefully water. It could be other things, given.
That's nasty.
Yes. It's rather unpleasant. Or other things, given what this place is. There's also a couple brothels. Brigands and whatnot are seen just kind of waving, little handkerchiefs over the balcony and everything, trying to catch the attention of whoever is walking under. Can't remember the satyr's cousin, the lane equivalent, but they're there as well. And as you all keep walking, you then begin to see the first cage. And inside is just a random, it looks like a dog almost, if a dog had 6 legs and its fur was bright purple.
Puppy.
You say that. You say puppy. But it's not very pleasant. It is growling and snarling at everyone that gets near, including the one who seems to be selling it. On occasion, they will go over and violently shake the cage, causing the dog to yelp in fear because the cage has spikes on the inside, just so they can't lean on any of the walls. So when they shake it around, forcing the creature inside, it will slam into the spikes. And then it will, of course, calm down slightly.
Kincaid is now amused. Kincaid walks over to the cage.
Oh no! The seller is rather odd creature. They're all lanky, but they're tall and lanky. Their arms do not fit. Like their arms are down to their knees. And they'll just kind of look at Kincaid and give this really grim smile, revealing rows upon rows of sharp, serrated, Jesus Christ, serrated teeth. And then they'll just kind of say,
I got a mouth like that. Pretty cool.
Yes, you do have a mouth like that. And she will say, catch your interest?
Yeah, what's that?
That is a whelp. A pathetic one at that. The runt of the litter.
Hello, B.
Sorry, did he say hello, puppy?
Yeah.
The dog will just start to growl.
Kim, well, can I make a roll?
Yes.
What am I rolling?
What are you even trying to roll for? You just asked, can I make a roll?
To identify what a whelp is.
No, they're saying it's a whelp. Like a grunt.
It's a
Yes,
baby.
but I'm trying to roll to identify what the dog is.
Okay.
The gray mare?
I always get Grammar and Kenning mixed up, I'll be honest. Give me a moment. I got this. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Why y'all playing spoons in the background? It's ridiculous.
Wait, what?
Sound like y'all playing spoons in the background.
Bitch, maybe we are.
I'm a professional, like, spoon player.
I mean, I personally think of Kim as a spoon.
What?
What?
Like,
Oh, who?
What?
like,
What? Oh, yeah.
What?
I mean, a cola bottle maybe, but never a spoon.
Cola bottle.
You'll figure it out.
because you're sweet and long.
No, it's okay.
No, explain.
Nope.
Explain.
Nope.
I will pause the scene right fucking here, and we will just sit here until you answer.
We need to know the gray mare roll, Cam. That's what we need.
Yeah, I know that's what you need to know, and we're gonna sit here and tell me what you mean.
You'll figure it out.
No.
So
Kim, can we have some professionalism, please? God, we're trying to role play here.
Oh, I can't fucking stand you.
Kim, it's okay, because if you don't have the commerce skill, and you don't
Sorry, I didn't hear a word that you just said. My family must have just gotten home from Houston, so my brother just screamed, like came into my room screaming "sister," because I always go into his room and scream "brother." But what did you say?
I was gonna say, Kim, just remember that if you use commerce in public, you could lose honor and glory.
this is true. You can.
Just fuck that guy in particular.
Who did that in L5R? Oh my god.
Fucking me.
No, technically she didn't. But no, there was just this one douchebag player who wasn't in the scene who wrote in the chat room that, shit had happened, and our response was, "You're not even in this scene, go away."
Like,
Gotta be that guy. Some people just have to be that guy.
I don't even know how it was commerce. He asked like, how much is it to like have a room here, and she was just trying to fucking tell him, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's commerce now. Just trying to give people fucking prices. But it's fine. But no, Marcus, what you say though? Like, what does that mean?
No, you'll figure it out. I'm trying to play L5R. I mean, Changeling.
I'm playing Alpha. Hold on. Hello.
Marcus, you should totally play an RL5R game. It's fucking amazing.
No.
Scorpion for life.
No, I shouldn't. You don't want me to play that game. I become a very evil person in that game.
Totally play it, Marcus. Do it. Do it for fun.
I start asking people questions. I start kicking inside of rice paper doors and hit people upside the head with an Ono.
He'll do it. He's crazy.
Because samurai.
I will point out that Team Scorpion is best team.
No. Team is the best.
Oh no, dude, when this scene is over, remind me to tell you the hilarity that is how Grog continuously fucks up in the game, and just, you will laugh.
I'm just gonna, be a dead-eyes berserker and move on with my life. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Like, we never paid for hotels. We go to the village headman and take his house while we were there.
I'll be back in just 1 second, guys. Like I said, family just got back from Texas and they want to tell me all that they did, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. To figure out what the creature is, you guys, so y'all can go ahead and do your rolls and whatnot. Y'all can roll, intelligence, survival, intelligence, dreaming, lore, or intelligence, or intelligence. Greymare. So yeah, y'all can roll one of those 3, and then when I get back, I will give you the what you get from.
Oh wow, I failed. Oh wow. So what you're saying to me, Marcus, is hashtag crab clan, because motherfucker, I'm just gonna hit you with an oh no until you no move no more. They're gonna move on.
Basically, yes.
I like the crab clan. I really like the fucking... No, to be fair, the crab clan have, in my opinion, like, they have my favorite courtier school. I fucking love the Yasuki.
Oh, God. Which side is the Yasuki?
I mean, that there is only one correct side of the Yasuki, and that is the Yasuki who owns all of the sumo stables, because I did that once. I had a monopoly on sumo stables.
Just saying, I got more rice and beer than everyone.
I was what the fuck is his name? Oh, dude, what's the name of that wrestling producer? The black guy with the ridiculously like spiked up hair.
Boxing promoter, and his name is Don King.
Yes, Don King. There we go. I was basically Don King of Odo Sanucci for a while. I was just like, that was just fucking funny.
I played, the last dude I played was a water focused Shugenja from the Mantis clan, who was super strong and was always trying to get people to use his people's boats, like all the time. Like, the water's faster.
I'm not gonna lie, like L5R has probably my least favorite magic system in most games I've ever played.
It's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But it's worth it. In the end, it really is, because your Shugenja is the difference between having to make 3 new characters after a game, after the first game, and not having to make 3 new characters like the first game.
Yeah, no, the ability to do healing magic is invaluable in L5R.
Yeah, when you have like a water ring of like 4, like if you don't have, I forget what it's called, breath of something or other.
I can't remember.
You don't have it, you're just being dumb for dumb's sake.
Yeah.
It's like, because the healing skill is kind of lame, and you can't do anything anyway because you can't touch him. Like, we had to explain it to a guy. Like, well, I have the healing skills. Like, are you samurai? He goes, yeah, you're never gonna be able to use it.
The thing I always found really weird was they split the healing skill into 2 segments. They split it into healing, or into medicine, which is basically acupressure and acupuncture, and kind of like and curative remedies, basically. And then they split it into lore anatomy, which is the ability to actually, stitch someone up and physically make them better.
Yes.
So
because as you know, in that particular culture, the samurai wouldn't have been able to do the other thing.
Well, okay, that's not entirely true. I mean, bear in mind, the Japanese had a huge head-taking culture, for example, like that they used to take the decapitated heads off the battlefield with them. So the whole thing of they never touched dead body. No, they really did. That's a fallacy.
True, but as far as the game is concerned, they make it real clear, like, there's gonna be some issues.
That's fair. That's why
the game is accurate, but it's not accurate, and the inaccuracies it uses are to the benefit, in my opinion, of the system. Like,
yeah,
it's just another challenge. It's like, okay, you can't loot the guy. What do you mean? Well, we killed him. He's got a bunch of Kokus. Like, yeah, well, you can't. Like, do you have a minion? Do you have a minion that can do that? Because if you have a minion, you can get all your stuff. That's what this one dude had. He was like, he comes to the game, everybody's like, always on him. He's like, dude, why do you have a minion? Why do you have a minion? First time that we killed a bunch of people, he was like, you go get that stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually enjoying, because this is the first time in a big game. I've played a ninja once before. Yeah, I played a ninja once before. But I'm enjoying playing in the game where I masquerade having all the social rules, but really don't give a solitary fuck about them.
Do you have perceived honor?
I do, yeah.
I thought as much.
No, actually, I don't have perceived honor. My character just has high honor at this point because he keeps doing honorable things, and it keeps mitigating out the dishonorable shit he does. So at the moment, I've got an honor of about, what's his honor? It's like 3.2, which is, about what you'd expect for, kind of a Bayushi Bushi or a Bayushi Courtier. So, he's basically he's basically just skilled his way up to the point where you look at him and he actually looks like, no, he's not a ninja. Honest.
My Shugenja had a honor rank of 0. And
the fuck did you do?
Huh? You play a Nanubi Shinobi. I mean, a Nanubi Shugenja is how you do that. And you buy perceived honor of 2. And you buy perceived honor of 2.
Fucking Spider Clan, best clan, but that's neither here nor there.
He was a bad boy. He was like, I'm just gonna be invulnerable. Should be vulnerable for this fight.
My problem with L5R is they never balance that system at all.
They do and they don't. They do in the fact that, like, basically you play L5R because you like L5R. You don't play for the mechanics, because the mechanics are utterly brutal in a lot of directions.
Yeah.
Like in the social part, they're like, you can essentially make a Kakita, not a Kakita. You may want, I forget which one, the crab diplomat that uses honor to duel. There's a crane diplomat that you can build, and he's a good talker, but in the end he'll just freaking duel you. And if you he's gonna win. Because
Have you ever seen Spoonie's rant about Elfalor?
no,
Cranes. They fucking duel. It's great.
yeah, they do. Like if you're not doing, you're a crane. Something's wrong with you. Like though, if you go to the old page, I don't know if it's still up. They have an amazing story called Private Lessons. In the story, the Kikita is a Kikita master duelist, right? And he has a open classroom, and this one guy goes, I am the son of, I am so and so. You will teach me. And he goes, private lessons cost extra. And he goes, no, I am so and so. I've done many things. It's like you will duel me. You will teach me. He's like, look, dude, private lessons cost extra. Finally, dude charges him. He barely draws. He inhales, and then the guy's on the ground, like all messed up. And he goes, he took to the student. He goes, go drag 5 or 6 Koku out of his pocket because private lessons cost extra.
It's called the ancient. Once you basically become Kienjira Kuken or whatever they call the fucking crane master duelist, there's a school for it and everything. You just don't have to give a fuck. You're literally just going, yep. You know what? I think I'm gonna walk around the city naked today. Why? Because if no one's gonna call me on it, trust me.
Yeah, it's like not today. Today is not today.
I just got back. Who's talking about who walking around naked now? What?
There comes a point when you reach a certain rank in some of the dueling schools specifically, where if that person's not on par with you, they don't have a chance of winning.
Yeah, it's literally just a matter of hand me your character, tootle bye.
Damn.
Because you've got like a 3/3 sword and and insight rank 5 of your school says I win.
It does kind of say I have a gigantic win button tattooed across my forehead.
It's like, did you draw a sword? Did I tell you to draw that sword? No? Oh, okay. Well, rockabye.
I'll be back in just a second, guys. Just need to go to the bathroom. Oh god, this is going to be a biblical struggle.
Okay. I'm back.
I can do this.
Apparently they rode a train without me.
Kim, you've never been on a train.
I've never been on a train, but yet when they went to Houston, they took a fucking train down to Austin, and I was like, fuckers.
Did they get barbecue?
I don't know.
Go out and immediately ask them if they got barbecue.
I don't want to. I think they're currently fighting over my pillow right now, because I was like, Mia, I left my big ass snuggly pillow on your bed, and so I think Steven went to go grab it, and then Mia like ran after him, so.
Ah, the mini Staples.
Yes. Yes. I have heard all the jokes about my last name being Staples. So, yeah. Also, yeah, like I slightly paid attention to the conversation. Should have joined the game, Marcus. It's fun.
It's probably fun because I'm not in it.
No, not really.
Nah, I'm a douche now, fella.
I mean, you can't do worse than that, like the one fucking dragon monk we've got chilling around.
You, dragon.
Fucking.
I'll be back in just a second, guys.
Who's playing the dragon monk?
I don't know who's playing the dragon monk. Like, we don't use names or whatever, but his his character name is Togashi Oyama. Yeah. He's playing a Togashi.
One of them.
Yeah.
I would play Crab Clan Berserker like in a second. Just and ask people questions. Like whenever I wanted to know something. He's like, these walls are made of ice. These are not crablands where we make things out of stone.
Nice.
Honor demands that we.
Honor.
He is dead now. He has no honor.
Fair enough.
It's like, why do you carry all those heads in the bag? So that my honor may be tabulated. He's like, go ahead. Ha 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 ha.
Beautiful. Let's make a whole bunch of head jokes. Like, you want some head? Throws him a head.
I'm Hida Ono. They named you after the X? No. I'm sure they named the X after me. Do you deny me? Would you like to challenge me? I have a very large axe and no fucks.
That's beautiful.
Let me see if I can find one of these back of heads.
I do, on the other hand, have a bag of heads. I have a minion. He gathers their tools, their useful items for me. Minion, go get. I killed him. Go get his stuff. You may keep us any.
Ah, minions. They're good for so many things.
Boy, go do something I can't. What? Figure it out. You'll be a great. I don't know what those people do.
Those peasants.
He never says peasants because rice is very important. Because with no peasants, there's no rice. With no rice, there's no sake. It's very important that we keep them alive so that we may have more sake.
Fair enough.
I will kill the farmer. No, killing the farmer kills the sake. We cannot allow this. The village headman, on the other hand, does nothing. He can die.
Damn.
Why? Show me mercy. You're a samurai. You should be prepared. Wham!
Oh, Jesus, that was painful.
Well,
I'm back.
okay.
I told you, man, when you go to them LARP events, Evan, you got to use lube, man. You can't just broke back it with spittle and hope, man. You can't.
They're lucky if they get spit, Marcus. They're lucky if they get spit.
Okay, then. Yes, hello?
Ow.
One moment. One moment. My wife is trying to set the house on fire. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Setting the house on fire is okay. Okay, so is every
Marcus started making fun of me for forgetting that I was doing stuff again.
for cooking? I don't know what's going on.
You generally don't, Kim. It's okay.
I slightly know what some things are doing and going on. Thank you very much.
For what?
Let me go.
Marcus!
Christ, that hurt so much.
Why? Like, take some ibuprofen or something. Or go to the doctor.
I'm gonna go to the doctor, Kim, because holy shit.
I know. And hopefully they'll be able to tell you something. Well, something useful, I should say.
Oh.
What is it? He's talking.
Sir, I need validation. I will validate the heck out of you. Get you a membership card for me and my girl. Damn. Why are you so cute?
Hello?
Hello.
My wife's done trying to burn down the house.
I hear that's a good thing.
Yay.
Okay.
She's
So
been the Feniac all day.
So has everyone made all the rolls?
I didn't roll nothing. He did.
I failed. He's not interested in the dog anyway, so.
Okay. Yeah. With 0 successes, yeah, nah. Obviously it's something from the dreaming.
So yeah, he walks over to it. How much?
Hmm. Hmm. I want a tooth.
What kind of tooth?
Your tooth.
No. Pick
Nope.
something up.
Fine. Fine. What are you willing to trade first?
You don't just have like prices. That's how shopping works. There's prices. Then I either pay it, and then I either pay it or I don't. Is that how that works here? No.
Yeah, but there's also a system called bartering. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Good job, buddy. What we do a lot down here.
Hey, whatever. You want your own pet?
Whatever.
Title's gonna kind of turn on his heel, and he's going to say, "How much?"
For you? She will kind of look him up and down and then look back over to Kincaid. And then look at the dog in the cage. Kind of think about it for a moment, and then just says, how about a lock of hair?
Tadaji just looks at Kincaid and he says, "Why don't people set prices here? You know, exchange of good exchange of currency for goods and services."
Because as much as Dross is nice, you can't do everything with it. And I have enough Dross.
We can go around the back, around the corner. I can knock one out for you.
What?
Like the sex. We can go have the sex.
Look, deal or no deal. I've said my price. Lock of hair.
I'm strangely me.
Nah, for either one of you, whoever gives it first gets the dog.
He yanks a lock of the guy's own hair and he gives it to him. There. You were non-specific.
When you try to reach over and grab her hair, she will reach out with one of her arms and grab his hand, kind of stopping him before he does. And
Okay.
And she'll just kind of narrow his eyes, her eyes, his eyes at her. Damn, Kim. She'll narrow her eyes at him. Just kind of say, no.
All right. That will work. All right. I want the dog. He pulls a lock of hair here.
Good. She'll, damn it, open the bag. Oh, she'll open a bag that she pulls out and take the lock of hair and throw it inside the bag. Seems that there's a lot of hair in this bag. And they will tie it off. Give the cage one more good kick, sending the creature careening into the spikes on the side. And then we'll just open the door. to the cage, letting the dog bolt out.
Okay, made it.
Mhm. Yeah, you can get the dog. I mean, it's gonna like start running, so you might want to do like a intimidation or something to get it to actually like listen to you.
I might be able to roll that.
Yeah, just might ever so slightly be able to roll intimidation.
It can happen.
Yeah, I hear you're slightly good at that.
Is this a chimeric creature? I mean, a chimeric creature?
Yes, y'all are in the dreaming. That's where the market is.
Wow. This is like diff 4.
Oh no, diff 4. Whatever shall happen.
We go to the page where the thing is the thing. Never find the thing. Found the thing. So intimidation is 3. Charisma is this charisma or strength? Can I use strength to grab it by the back of the scruff of the neck and make it my bitch?
Yes, you can use strength to do that, yes.
So 4, 7, get 4. Let's see what happens. I can't spend willpower.
No, you can't.
Why can't you spend a willpower?
No reason. She insurance policy.
That's one way to put it.
I got shit. I wrote in the wrong thing again, but I can copy paste it for you.
What you get?
6 successes.
Okay.
I'll put it in the side chat. Here it is.
With 6 successes, you do manage to grab the dog and just kind of shake it. You know, in that sort of to scare it and get it to listen. And it will. It will tuck its tail between its legs and just kind of whimper, but will lower its head in, you know, not really reverence, but in, yes, okay, I will listen to you.
Can it talk? Can it? I mean, what is this thing? Do I even have a clue?
You can roll intelligence, survival, intelligence, dreaming lore, intelligence. What was the other one? Dreamer.
Dreamer is 4, I think. Dreamer is 3.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I want to listen to that song again.
What's the diff?
Standard.
I got 1 success.
Okay, which one did you roll?
Greymare.
Okay. With 1 success on Grimmer, he can figure out it's obviously it's a non-sentient chimera. They're pretty much just like, they don't have an intelligence. They have kind of pre-programmed things that they can do. Like they know how to hunt, how to live. No, it is an animal.
Okay. Okay, so now I'll make a survival roll.
Okay.
I'm a ranger. Hey, I also got one success on that too.
Okay. With one success on that, on the survival, this animal is probably in the wild. It wouldn't have survived very long because it is obviously the runt of the litter. You can't exactly remember what kind of animal they are, but they're typically found in the far dreaming as kind of a hunting sport animal for nobility or just anyone who's hungry.
So I can train this thing. It's trainable.
Yes.
I just took the first step in training. Like, I am boss. You am not. Deal.
I mean, that's one way to go about it, yes.
Well, I can't be friendly with it. It doesn't do friendly.
Not particularly.
But it does do I am boss, you am not. Accept this.
Yes.
And he looks at whatever and goes, don't eat it.
Why not?
Because it's my hunting buddy now.
I am your hunting buddy.
You don't hunt with me.
Yes, I do.
When? When's the last time we went hunting?
Whatever.
GG. This is Spock. Let's go. He looks at the Lord. He goes, yeah, I know I probably did something stupid, but look at this thing. Isn't it cool?
Tintagel gives a thumbs up.
Can you smell a noble?
Is he asking the dog that?
Yeah, because if it answers him, we'll be freaked out.
Nah, it doesn't answer. It just whimpers.
I have scared the piss out of it, haven't I?
It hasn't peed, but pretty much.
Don't run. Stay right here.
It just whimpers again.
I'm gonna teach you how to heal and follow. That's right, real quick. I can do that, right? Just like follow me. Come on. I got survival. You know.
Yeah, I think that. Shit, I think that's like another survival. Intellect survival roll.
Three successes.
Okay, with 3 successes, you do manage to teach the dog very rudimentary, sit, stay, heal kind of things. They're not really the best at it, and it takes them a few moments to work through to actually then sit down, but they're taking the first steps.
That's all I needed to do.
Okay, now I'm going to need everyone to roll me perception, alertness.
Is this vision based?
Yes, this is vision based.
I was just about to ask the same thing.
Perception.
Wow. Those ones, though. 2 successes.
4.
Because one to my elven eyes see.
Only 2 successes. Your elven eyes will see something.
Three.
Okay. With 2 successes, As you're kind of looking around, you are very obviously in the part where they're selling people. Yes, there are, you know, uh, it's the lane. This is a game of changelings. Everyone knows the whole, oh, let's sing, dance, and lure your children off to the woods where you'll never see them again until they pop up in the lane market. There are, you know, children. There are a few enchanted mortals as well. And then as you guys are looking around with 2 successes, you'll see a tall figure wearing black robes, which is odd because you'd think a lot of people would look pretty shifty in the Thalane market, but not everyone here is wearing like regular clothes because they don't really have to hide. No one really acts shifty in the Thalane market because everyone's shifty already. Well, this person is wearing black robes with a cowl clearly hiding their face as they just kind of glide through. With 3 successes, they have a person following behind them. And the way they're walking is oddly, extremely graceful as they just kind of move through the crowd instead of really pushing their way through. The person following behind them, you'll be able to see they're wearing a, it's kind of odd, but they're wearing a hoodie and just a pair of jeans and some boots. Which is really weird considering this is the Dreaming, so everyone's wearing kind of more medieval kind of style clothing. But instead this dude's walking up in here with like jeans and a hoodie. They seem to be headed towards a small building that's nestled into the wall that's been carved out into the wall.
Your call.
Where do they? Are they coming towards us, or are they moving away?
They're moving past you guys, like not in front. Like, okay, you guys are standing one way. It's like they're kind of crossing in front of you.
He will go close to Kincaid's ear. So, well, not close to his ear, but he'll go within whispering distance, and he'll say, "I don't know where we should be. I really don't. However, I get the distinct impression I want to be wherever he is going."
All right.
So yeah, Kevin, not being very, being inconspicuous. We're going to follow him by following him through stalls, essentially looking at some items, but always keeping an eye so that we can follow, basically.
Can I make is it Dex plus tracking for investigation? I mean, not Dex. What is it? I gotta think of this. Urban tracking, investigation, plus investigation 4, and then make a stealth roll to try and remain inconspicuous.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't really have stealth, but if I had it, I'd roll it.
I mean, you can technically roll it untrained.
That's okay. I'll roll investigation and go. All right, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play a little game, Angel. You're gonna watch a guy. The guy's probably gonna be watching me when he notices me following him. Okay?
Seems like a plan.
Yeah, I'm the bird dog, of course. So, Dex plus investigation or int plus investigation for this?
To follow them?
For tracking, I actually have the investigation skill for tracking people. It's how you do urban follow people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably Dex.
Darn it. I do have the attribute. 6 dice, and this will pop if anything happens. Difficulty 6?
Yeah, standard.
Woo! 5, 7 successes.
Damn. Well, that one will cancel out.
Poop.
But you have a
So-
tracking specialty, so it'll be 1, 2. Yeah, it'll. I mean, it's still 5 successes though. So
Alright, cool. Wow, that's pretty good, right?
yeah, that's yes. So yes, and you're not gonna try to be sneaky as you track them.
Well, I'm not supposed to, so he can watch and see what the reaction is.
Okay. They. Kincaid manages to follow them as they weave through stalls, eventually walking into a less than populated area of this market, because there are small sections where there are not as many Thalane. They will walk there, and then it's pretty much a dead end. And the taller one wearing the robe will just kind of say in a very soft voice, yet oddly musical, will then just say, "And why, Redcap, are you following us?"
Why not?
For lots of reasons. Is there something about us that has caught your eye?
Yeah, everybody else is wearing this stuff, and that guy's wearing pants.
Pants are not uncommon.
They're pants, man. It could be a thing.
Yes, they are pants.
Yes, I just bought this thing here. I'm trying to figure out how it works.
The dog?
In Spot. Yeah.
You've named the dog Spot.
What else do you name the dog?
Various things.
Oh, Spot. It's telling me. Easy to remember. One syllable. You can say it.
Yes. I suppose it would be best to have an easy name for you to pronounce and remember.
Yep, that's it. Stupid red cap. So, what are you guys doing? Is it fun? Is it dangerous? Does it pay money?
It is nothing that we will be telling you, Redcap.
Oh, come on.
That is not how this works. You
I'm a wilder. I'm built for stupid. Come on.
Be that as it may, you cannot just assume that following us will then allow us to willingly just tell you what we are doing.
But you did all your bobbing and weaving trying to get away from me. You failed. I caught you. I want a prize. I want to know what's going on.
Oh, my apologies. Were we supposed to actually try to lose you? Because if so, then we would have lost you.
Okay, get it. You saw me. Not real sneaky. Okay. Just, I mean, is that not interesting? The pants and tall and, I don't know, whatever the heck you are.
Exactly. You do not know what we are.
No, and
Okay.
that's exciting.
Kim, question: have I heard this? Have I heard his voice before?
Yes, you have.
Good afternoon, Lord Keldanoth.
Ah, Count Tintagel.
I assumed it was you.
Hmm.
Master Kincaid, may I introduce Lord Keldanoth?
What's killed on? What's it, Lord of?
He is, at least he was, until there was a bit of a fissure, the head man of the Tharlane of Leinster.
And I still am.
You get paid for that? Is that what paying you did?
My position has certain rewards.
Are you like a? Can I ask what you are? Would you tell me if I asked? I mean, is that a thing that's allowed? Is that a thing that's allowed?
He will look. He will finally turn around because this whole time he was just kind of facing the wall. He will turn around and lower his cowl, revealing. Because I have a picture for him. Funny enough.
Is he prettier than Sad Hal?
Yes, he is prettier than Sad Howl.
God damn it, Sad Howl is now sadder.
No.
He's
There.
not that much. I will put out. He is not that much prettier than I am. But
Yes,
continue.
he is not that much prettier.
Well, Kincaid isn't as pretty as either one of you guys, so just be happy.
That's not true. I think you're as pretty as Tintagel.
Yeah, Tintagel's a 4, Kincaid's a 4.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, whoa. He's not a, what? I don't know what that is.
He is a servitor.
What in the hell is that?
Essentially, the Tharlane are the flip side of the coin to the Kithane. So a ghast is the flip side of a red cap. I'm led to understand he is the flip side of a she.
So wait, you're okay with this guy, but you want to murk the Baylor guy? I don't get it.
He will casually look. To be fair, that is this gentleman's brother-in-law.
You married a Baylor?
No,
My-
sorry. What would no, his sister married. So he would
Yeah, it
be. What relation would he be to Dariath? It would be.
I think it is brother-in-law.
Yeah, his brother-in-law. Haha. Continue.
So wait, your sister's married to the guy that he wants to kill,
Yes.
and you're okay with him wanting to do that?
There are certain things about Severtol, and one of them is not caring for anyone other than yourself.
Like that's a perk.
Yes.
So you're not a she.
No.
You look just like a she.
Did you not listen to him when he said that I am the Thalain equivalent of a she?
So you ain't never been human neither.
He will just smile slightly at that.
Yeah. So what's with all the secret? If you know this guy, we came here. What's going on? Like we're here. You're here. Let's chat.
Yes.
You wish to speak to me, Keldanoth. You sent me a letter, in fact. I do apologize. I've been very busy and unable to seize my mail of late.
I've noticed.
Oh, you're female.
You know what? Without looking at Kincaid is getting a fist bump. He's keeping his eye on Keldanoth, but there's a fist bump.
Going on.
There we go.
Wait, hold on. How is he been quiet this entire time? Oh my god. This is
Wait, I
not
was
good.
about okay, no, so was that why did Tintagel give Kincaid a fist bump on that?
because he thought it was genuinely funny.
About Tintagel not attending to his wife.
Yes, because he attends to his wife regularly, and he doesn't feel like having an argument in front of the Thalane.
We're faking solidarity. It's detente.
Indeed.
And Cece's just kind of in the back. She's like, she's making all sorts of like little snorts and giggles and stuff of laughter. But she's like, this is their time. That's the Severtall. This is the Thalane market. We ain't fucking Thalane. I'm a pixie. I really don't fuck with Thalane. I don't like it. So she's just kind of chilling in a bed. Whatever has not moved, though, she's still chilling on Kincaid's head.
Whatever. That's a server call. We've learned something today.
I know what Severtall are. My grandmother deals with them on occasion.
Why didn't you tell me what a server call was?
I didn't feel like telling you.
This is why we don't hunt.
Do you want me to tell you about the Thalane?
Wait, you know about the lane?
Yes.
So you're super smart and can drive, and you're going to be queen one day, and you know about the lane, and you don't tell me anything.
Wow, it's almost like someone who's in procession to get the throne should actually know about what she's going to deal with.
I will point out that that is entirely apt. But then there is also House Gwydion. Continue.
The hooded figure, the guy in the figure in the hoodie who hasn't said anything and is kind of like low key like hiding behind Keldanoth will actually snort at the House Gwydion quip.
I'm sorry, it's written in the fucking Shining Host book that apparently House Dougal's mad salty at House Gwydion. So I'm just like, fuck those guys!
Nobody likes Gwydion.
Who's the kid?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, that was like one of them scary, not she, like threats, wasn't it? You just threatened me because I feel threatened.
If I was to threaten you, I would do it in such a way that you would know.
Wait,
and
I
not
thought
question it.
you guys are like monsters and hateful, beastie things. So, but you're just having a chat. So I don't get what all the stuff's about. I don't get it.
That's the thing about us. We are born of nightmares, whereas you are born of dreams. But that does not mean we all have to be unpleasant.
Well, I'm unpleasant because I'm a red cap. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yes, and just think, if you're made of dreams, the ghasts must have horrible things up their sleeves if they are made of the nightmares and are your cousins.
Not so much.
You would be amazed.
No, I wouldn't. Me and Fear had a chat.
If you say so. Is there a reason you are in my market?
I'm curious.
He owns the market too?
He's he is the head man of the Thalane of Leinster, or at least he was until there was a lot of cracks that started to form, which is rather interesting. I'm curious why someone as powerful as you, who commands so much respect, is skulking around their own market.
Well, if you wanted to learn the tidings of what is going on...
And also, why are you here with a she? He'll say, pointing over your shoulder.
His eye kind of slightly twitches since he was interrupted while he was trying to explain.
Oh, sorry, that might have been lag. I didn't mean to talk over you if I did.
He was explaining while he was here, or why he was here. So he will go on to explain. If you wanted to know what was going on with your market and you had a very recognizable face, it would be best to hide it when trying to find worms. There are tidings that I do not agree to happening in my market, and I am here to flush them out. As for the one who is accompanying me, do not worry about them.
So look, Lord Kel, I can't say that. Can you say it slow? Just because I always get worse.
You like giving nicknames to the head. Lord Kell will do fine.
All right. So look, you got to root out some stuff in your market you don't like. I got a vested interest in making sure that what's in your market stays in your market and doesn't get out and eat everything else. So what say we strike a deal? Whatever the problem is, we'll back you up. We'll back you up on it. How about that?
And why would I need your help?
You don't need my help. I want to help you. How about that? Look, I'm never going to learn shit if I don't get out past where I'm out there. The learning experience, okay? And plus, having some street cred with a guy like you can't be a bad thing.
Perhaps not. Fine. Follow me. He will put his, he will throw the cowl back up of his robes. Tadra, you can now kind of see that there's a small little silver manticore on the sleeve of the robe. It was kind of hidden in the cresses, though. He will lead you guys once more through the market until you reach a small building. It doesn't look like it's had anyone there in quite a while. No market, no businesses have moved in. And he will walk in and go to one of the far back rooms. There's a couple chairs and a table that's only slightly wobbly. And he will once more lower his cowl and then say, "We can speak freely here." It's good to notice that as they were walking, he acted as the buffer between you guys and the hooded figure. Or the hoodied figure, I should say. So that, you guys were never close to him, that he was always between the both of you. Once in the building, and the doors are shut, he will say, "I have made strict rulings that we are not to trade anything with Ulster. And yet, someone here is continuing to send them cold iron weapons, along with provisions, and it will stop."
Here we go. Best interest.
Indeed. After my sister made her appearance here a few weeks ago, that is when I decided to cut ties with Ulster, and it seems that some of those underneath me continue to refuse to listen.
So are we having conversations or we bashing heads?
Either one. I do not tolerate ignorance.
Kim,
Yes?
I think Tatantal has an idea who the other she is, and he knows it's a she. Is it male or female from the clothing?
Given today's society standards, it's just boots, jeans, and a black pullover hoodie with the hood up and the.
Are there tits?
No, there are not tits.
Because I think I know who it is. I'm going to roll Omen.
You know what?
Omen.
Soothsaying one.
Okay.
My character, to prepare for battle, he reaches up and he picks up whatever off of his head and puts her on the wall.
I'm sorry, that image in my head is hilarious.
These are the things you gotta do.
This big scary ass red cap just casually lifting up the giant spider. The spider's not moving, their legs are still just kind of dangling down, and then he just kind of flips the spider freaking 90 degrees and just attaches it to the wall. I love it. I love it. I love it though. Whatever grumbles very angrily about the movement.
Second, my wife's got a wintergreen towel on her head. Pretty amazing.
So for his bunk, he is go. Kim, by the way, sorry. Where are we in the dreaming at the moment?
Near in the near dreaming.
Okay, so that's -1 already. So that would be diff 7. Twisted tales and worthless words, smoke and embers, bubble and toil. Find it all that's hidden, all that's lost beneath the toil.
Jigga Jigga say
You
what?
got that.
Yes, Kincaid did that.
So he will use poetry as his bunk.
Okay, that'll be a -1.
Cool, which will make it difficulty 6. I'm going to burn a willpower, and
that light.
With the willpower burned, that is 4 successes. Yeah, 4 successes.
Okay. With 4 successes, you can get a clue about the inner nature legacy of the target. Clue about a long-term goal of the target. Clue about the outward demeanor or court allegiance of the target. Or 1 clue about an immediate plan of the target. A nice little chart.
Because... Oh, fuck! Ow! Cunt! Okay. Sorry, I'm okay. Because of the situation that we're in, he, as I said, he has an idea who they are, and he's pretty sure they're a she. Let's get their court allegiance. Let's try and go for their house.
Okay. You can get with Omen with the court allegiance, they are unseelie. That is their court. Well, actually, hold on. Let me go look at something again. I gotta make sure. Gotta double check myself. Yeah, no, they're on Sealy. And to make sure about that. Realizing what Tintagel just did, Keldanoth will kind of quirk an eye towards him, just kind of in that, are you going to explain that? Or are you actually going to have to make me ask what you did?
Well, you see, I've got to. Weird question, Kim, and I can roll intelligence politics if I have to. Because he's got a theory. Kim, who Ashrin was due to marry? I seem to recall. Yes?
No.
I thought that was the thing.
It wasn't Ashrin. It was a princess that just kind of upped out of nowhere.
Ah, okay. Because they do that.
Yes.
What house was her intended? Who was the royal family in Connacht? Oh, the live long live, oh, the live long live.
Making me look up things. Did I write his name down? 97% sure. I'm gonna cry if I didn't, because I was getting better. I was getting so good with the names. Names. Asmir, Alistair, Kelna, Shalindra, Sindri, Duchess, Non-Condons. Aha! I found his name. This random, she that just suddenly popped up, a part of the royal family in Ulster, was due to marry Prince Calindris ap Dougal of Connacht.
Oh! He's not. No!
Yeah, Dougal. Yes.
No! Kim, this just got personal.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Kim, question.
Yes.
Your favorite NPC?
Huh?
Your favorite NPC?
What about him?
What is his physical height?
He's about 5'8", 5'9"-ish, depending on if he's slouching or if he's standing up. And he's rather lanky.
Kim, would this person be about 5'8", 5'9", rather lanky by any chance?
It's fucking possible.
What was his name again?
Baron Atharius.
So, Baron Atharius, are you going to join the conversation?
No. Because the last time you called the guards on me.
I'm not in a position to call the guards on you, am I?
I mean...
I never stopped you before.
He will do finger guns. He will do finger guns to Kincaid.
Hate you. I just want you to know that there's hatred there.
Sounds like a personal problem, buddy.
I'm just saying, ain't no to call here. I'm pretty sure all those guys over there are catching little pieces of them. You're pretty badass, but like if I don't help, I wouldn't. Like they'd fuck you up.
I mean, okay.
Put it out there. Service law. Get it
there. He will say, well, Baron, you keep managing to get across the border.
Maybe because he's not a jerk face and has friends.
Look, man, I'm just here for some stuff, talking to, like an acquaintance and shit. Like,
I'm always So, I'm always somewhat bad at this. You'll have to forgive me. I've heard an interesting rumor about you. So, if King Dariath is your father, that would make you, very casually, Keltanoth, you would be his uncle by marriage?
Stoneface. So she right now, but not she. I'm suffering from my laughter.
Atharius he'll just kind of, pull the hoodie back, Yes, it's him, his little mohawk and everything, and purple ass eyes and shit. And he'll just kind of say, I mean, look, dude, that's possible. If Dariath is my father, though. And it's kind of a, if Dariath sleeps around a lot. She's what?
She's chewing angrily in my direction.
Oh, no.
You turn my blood orange upside down cake into a dick joke, now, please.
I turned her blood orange upside down cake into a dick joke, and she's kind of salty.
Damn.
They say damn. They say fucking mercy. Thank you. She's now sipping tea. It's bad.
Oh, no. Now she's sipping tea. And I actually think, Evan's dead. Are you okay, dude?
You may need to go to the doctor tonight.
Yeah. Can we put a pin in this scene? Because I want to stay, but I also kind of
need to go to the doctor.
Yeah. I should be able to get an emergency appointment at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I am not in good way. So do you mind putting a pin in it and we can continue another time?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin.